There's Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Shem is white people and Asians, I think. Ham is blacks, and Japheth is Jews and Muslims. And blacks will always be destined to serve Shem. Or maybe it's Japheth. There's Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Shem is white people and Asians, I think. Ham is blacks, and Japheth is Jews and Muslims. And blacks will always be destined to serve Shem. Or maybe it's Japheth.
Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory going to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles. A great meal song, salutations to all you alchemists out there pushing this truth with all honesty and sincerity by way of the highways and byways, going out on the streets, teaching and preaching. All right, and also by way of the internet, shalom to you sisters that's out there listening and learning. Going back to the names, Yahweh being the Heavenly Father name, which means He is or He exists. Bahashem means coming in the name. And what the world ignorantly calls JC or Jesus Christ, His name is not Jesus Christ. It's not Yeshua. It's not Yehoshua. It's not Yeshaya. It's not Ushaya. All right, it's not Jesus Christos. It is Yahweh Shai. All right, which means He saves or He delivers. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. All right, God's chosen people. This is your brother Nayap, and I'm back with another lesson. So as y'all seen, as the previous video or wherever, because I just tied it in with this video that I have, that you have this Edomite woman, all right, and she has painted her face dark brown, all right, or whatever. She's trying to basically say like blackface, all right. She wanted to be, for Halloween, she wanted to be Keisha basically for Halloween. And what she did was she had ended up going to Dollar General, Walmart, Family Dollar, trying to look for a wig to try to find one. Which I don't know if you knew about, you think if you knew, if you was gonna crack jokes on a nation of people, all right, on our people, whatever the case may be, you think that you would go to the Arab store, wig stop, or go to the Chinese fucking store, you know what I'm saying, and get a wig. But this dumbass bitch ended up going to Family Dollar, Walmart, and Dollar General. I never known a fucking Keisha in my life, a so-called black woman, in my whole entire life, going to a motherfucking Walmart, Dollar General, any type of dollar store, or any type of supermarket for a fucking wig, man. I ain't seen it. I always seen Keisha get her wigs offline, all right, or I seen her going to the motherfucking Chinese place, all right, little wig stop, or I seen her going to Ishmael, because these Ishmaelites, they be having the they be having the deals. You get the bundle, you get the and I'm not really trying to make this about fooling our people or nothing, but it's true though. You got these Ishmaelites, they come with a bundle, not Ishmaelites being our people, but Jake, these fucking Eves, man, because they go into these Ishmaelite stores, and Ishmael be sending them a bundle of the wig, and the one piece outfit, and then shit, you might have some flip flops underneath the counter. They got some eyelashes up there, some lip gloss, Hey man, it been a couple times back in the day I used to take my chicks on just up there a couple times just to get some lip gloss or something like that, Sometimes, man, it may have a fit or two, but you gotta grab one that's limited access, because a lot of times you end up grabbing the same outfit as some other as somebody else, Anyway, you don't want your girl dressing like everybody else. But anyway. So back to the subject matter, man. So what she says in the video is that Shem She says that Shem is whites and Asians are only, all right, which is false, all right, because if Shem is only whites and Asians, how can so-called Jews fit in there as well if you're saying that they're the Japhites? How can you say the 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 Jews are from Japhetic people if they're also white people? You see, but these, the more that these Edomites, these these uh these females or these demonic ass just Idumeans, all right, the more they open up their mouth and try to make sense, all right, the more they just bring forth the light, man. At the end of the day, all right. So what she said, Shem says, Shem is whites and Asians, which is wrong. Then she said Ham is only black people. Okay, so I guess uh, Ham is only black, and when she said black, she's putting Israelites in that category as well. All right, she's saying that Israelites are Hamites, which is not right at all. Clearly, she doesn't know the Bible or what the fuck she's talking about at all. And then she says Japhetic people are Jews and Muslims. Uh, Japhetic people are not Jews or Muslims. Okay, and then she says blacks will always be destined to serve Shem, or the white Christians. So we're gonna get into this, man. It's gonna be real quick. As you can see, what I got on the screen right here, I'm just gonna show a couple pics or whatever, and then I'm gonna go into some of these scriptures. All right. So, nothing too crazy. As you can see, I got Edomite right here. Got mounts here. All right, this is the way how they build all the way until today. All right, the Edomites. All right, these so-called white people, and the head of these chief nation, the chief nation of these Edomites, Amalekites. All right, the Amalek. All right, he had ended up going into Greece and taking and ruling over the Etruscans, which are the Japhetic people, which are the so-called Samoans and Hawaiians today. All right, and kicked them out and ruled over, and had ended up ruling over Greece. And then the Amalekites from then went to over Rome, and of course, everywhere else. Okay, and now they're calling themselves Israelites. All right, they're calling themselves the Jews of today and stuff like that. Edomites is calling themselves Israelites. Whites are calling themselves Israelites. All right. Now, this is not a skin color thing, but it does have to do with the seed of your father. All right. Anyway, this is a perfect example. Ham on the left-hand side. All right. It says, this is just a picture. I got a definition towards the end of this. This is Ham, as you see, the Africans. All right. Which is like Canaanites, Libyans, and stuff like that. You got Shem. All right, which we come from. All right, she said white people come from Shem. Well, well, here you go. All right, which consists of the Israelites, Ishmaelites, which is the Arabs, Chinese, Japanese, East Indians, Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and Arabs. All right, and yeah, East Indians and stuff. So yeah. All right, that's who come from Shem. And then you got Japheth. All right, I don't know why they got Moab and Japheth. All right, Moab is not in Japheth. All right, as you can see, Japheth was another brown skinned brother. Okay, so none of these people are red or anything like that, as you can see. And then they try to put the Japheth at the end of this. They got the Pope and stuff like that, which he's a Edomite at the end of the day, all right? So no, only the Samoans and Hawaiians, the Etruscans, as they were, come from Japheth. Okay, now moving on. It says, read the Bible that the Most High himself called them in red in the Bible, not white. which we gonna get that account in Genesis 25. Other names: Idumea, red dragon, eagle, the wicked, wrong, sea, Grecians. It says the beast, the serpent, the devil. All right, and this is how we know who you are: red all over. Okay, you're not white, you're red. All right. And like what I said, these people, they try to okay, here go a definition. I took a definition. I mean a picture of this. It says Ham, all right, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of eight persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, not the Negroes. Okay. It says, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. All right, so there you go. All right, so-called black people. All right, the so-called Negroes, West Indian, Jamaicans, and Haitians are not Hamites. All right, the people that came over here on them slave ships was not Hamites. Okay, so that's where she has all that wrong at. I don't know why she would say Japheth is Jews and Muslims. I don't know how the fuck you got that. Obviously, she don't know anything about that, right? And here go and as you can see on this right here on this video, let me pause it. As you can see in her skin, she's red. All right, she's red. She's not white. All right, the couch is white. All right. And then she said she was trying to be blackface. This is not a black face. This is brown paint, first of all. All right. She painted herself looking even more like a clown. So yeah, she's brown, right? This weird color fucking brown too. Never really seen a brown like that. She's this weird brown color. All right. She said that she's portraying this blackface, but her shirt is black. You see how stupid white people are? You're so-called white people. You Edomites are. You Amalekites and Edomites. You elites. You so fucking stupid. Because obviously, I don't know if y'all been to kindergarten or preschool or not, but you're supposed to know your colors. The couch is white. Her skin is pink or red. The shirt is black. The paint that she has on her face is brown. I'm not seeing the chest that's in the back is brown. Her face is brown. The shirt is black. Why she saying that her shirt is black? I mean, why she saying that her face is black and it's brown? Why she saying that her skin is white and it's red? So yeah. So we gonna get into some scriptures, man. Make this real quick. I got right here Exodus 11:7. It says, but against any of the children of Israel, all right, it says, shall not a dog move his tongue, and against a man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord Yahweh doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. All right, there's a difference. The Lord even said it. Okay. Exodus 11:7. In the NLT, it says, but among the Israelites, it will be so peaceful that not even a dog will bark. Then you will know that the Lord Yahweh makes a distinction between the Egyptians and the Israelites. All right. Here's a difference in between the Egyptians and the Israelites. We are not the same. Okay. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and get this account. I got two more precepts, man. Then we gonna close. This video don't need that much. This is Genesis chapter 25 and verse 20. It says, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padanaram. It says the sister to Laban the Syrian. It says, and Isaac entreated the Lord Yahweh for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord Yahweh. And the Lord Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elders shall serve the younger. So that's what she was talking about when she was like, well, this is what she says. She says blacks will always be destined to serve uh, the the whites. Well, that's not what it's saying right here. All right, that's not what it's saying right here. In the second, we're gonna get second Esdras, okay? But that's not what it's saying right here. All right, uh, it says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. What people are stronger than the other people? All right, Jake physically, all right, the so-called black man, Latino man, Native American man, is far more stronger than the so-called Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. Okay, and then when it says, and the elder shall serve the younger, well, who came out first? Esau came out first. You white people came out first, so-called white people. All right, Esau Edom, you came out first, and it says you shall serve the younger. All right, right now we're serving you because of disobedience. All right, from the scriptures. All right, you are the Lord's sword, so He uses you as an instrument to punish us. But now that time is basically, uh, you know, time is up. Verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. All right, so that's what you white people. All right, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was three score years old when she bare them. Okay, so there you go. All right, let me go ahead and grab this. This is Second Ezra chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at 1. It says, and he said unto me in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or even the winds blew. It says, before it thundered and lightning, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude or angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot. It says, and ere the present years were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed that have gathered faith for treasure. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. All right. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the part and asunder of times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? All right, and it's captivity. When is the Israelites gonna start ruling? Okay. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac and Jacob and Esau, all right, which come from Shem. Jacob and Esau come from Shem, were born of him. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. So we're getting done serving you, and now you're about to serve us. Okay. It says and all right. So matter of fact, this is Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 56. It says, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And that's talking about you other nations that's not Israelites. All right, it says, and now, O Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. Verse 58, in 2nd Ezra chapter 6, it says, but we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. All right. It says, if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess as an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? All right. And hey, and yes, they definitely gonna have to go into captivity. All right, let's just get a quick. It's Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All right, did y'all not put all right our people into captivity? So-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed, but the sword here is the patience and the faith of the saints. The saints are the Israelites. All right, we tell you that time and time again. I go over it right quick, but the saints are the Israelites. This is Psalms 50:5. It says, gather my saints together unto me, those that made a covenant with me by sacrifice. The only ones that made a covenant by sacrifice was the Israelites. All right, no other nation. All right, Psalms 148:14. He exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord. All right, so only the Israelites. And let me go back to this because just grabbing them. It's Exodus 21:16. It says, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So y'all Edomites, y'all about to be serving us, man. And a lot of y'all gonna have to be put to death when y'all Bashim y'all shot come back, man. It just is what it is. Let me grab this. This is Galatians 6:7. It says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. All right, so whatever, hey, y'all ancestors and stuff like that, y'all people gotta reap what y'all sow, man. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 14. Salakia. It's Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. All right, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise against them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts of armies, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh. All right, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. All right, when you go up here to verse 1, it says, for the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, which is the Israelites, and will yet, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of their Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids. So there you go, servants and handmaids. Y'all gonna be servants and handmaids, slaves. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were. All right. And they shall rule over their oppressors. And we can't wait. All right. And we can't wait, man. All right. So, so with old little Miss, this chick right here, she's finished, man. She's through. All right. Because her people also has to go into captivity. I ended off on this. Psalms 149:5. It says, let the saints, which are the Israelites, be joyful in their glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. It says, to bind their fetters with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written with their written. This honor have all his saints. All right, praise you, Lord Yahweh. All right, I was thinking about one more. It's kind of slipping past me. Oh, It's in Obadiah. This is Obadiah 1 and 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and the understanding out of Mount East of Esau? All right, a lot of things is going on with Esau right now. A lot of things is being shown, and he's exposing himself. All right, it says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. All right, see, because hey, y'all pursue blood, hey, gonna get y'all. You know what I'm saying? It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, the Israelites, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. All right, so just get ready for that. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemi Shai, Shem Kakodash. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to some dumbass